want you to come and check if it's satisfactory for you. Let's go.
Sir, I didn't complain.
I just want you to take
Come.
Sir, not our group, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, if I click there again, sir, please. Sir, please, sir, not our group, sir.
Hey, Chuk! Stop, Chuk!
Sir, I did.
Go! ریحانه جباری.
Has my mother been released?
Your mother was never taken to prison.
We've arrested your father.
Ah!
Oh, I heard her voice.
Oh, is that why you broke the light bulb in your cell?
He kept screaming for water, you know.
Please! You know that your mother complained about me.
You told me she was arrested.
So what?
You know what we do to people who don't cooperate, don't you?
That's normal police procedure. I can say what I want to.
And do whatever I want to get the truth. Faridun Jabari.
Shole Bakrawan.
Stay there, sir.
You complained about me.
I told you time and again that I could not live without seeing my daughter, but you wouldn't let me see her.
We've only complained to the organizations within Iran. What choice did we have?
Well, we've brought you here now so you can see for yourself that she's fine. Step back, sir! Ma'am, take that, please! Back! Back!
She's not fine. What have you done to her?
We've been beating you, ریحانه.
ریحانه, did you tell them that we're beating you?
Why are you looking down, Rehan? Say something.
Show them your scars.
Whatever happened, it's over now.
It's not over for me, Rehan. It's not over for me.
Who is this girl you care on me?
And
in self-defense. She, like me, got to know the world in prison. Poor Cobra was taken thrice to the gallows. I prefer dying once than dying every day. And after 13 years, free! Free! The last time I saw her, she was afraid of everyone, even her own parents whom she loved. I wish you could tell me, my friend Cobra. Can someone be free after being in prison for so long? Can someone have a normal life?
Tayabe was like an angel to me in my first days of prison. God bless her. Whatever her crime was, she was ever so kind to me. On those first nights, when I would wake up in a sweat, I would find sweet Tayabe's hand caressing me. She accepted to take care of Hediye, to help her find her way.
Hediye, a beautiful 14-year-old, thrown into Karan prison. Hediye, 15, Evan prison. 16, Rajai Shahar prison. 17, Evan prison. 18, Rajai Shahar prison. When I met her, she was 19, just like me. But Hediye committed suicide. No! No! I could hear her blood-curdling screams. It was the day of her execution. She refused to give up her infant. What kind of world did we live in? We'd snatched a breastfeeding infant from the arms of its mother and sent her to the gallows. I gave her a glass of water because her lips were dried and parched. No! I will never forget her face. Do all mothers not cry like this when their children are ripped away from them? What about my mom? Surely. Mama. Mama. Mama.
child does not have a bond to a piece of clothing. You can change it or throw it away without sadness.
Life is much like that for me, regardless of its quality and beauty. Inmates, number of cleaning. Floors, bedsheets, carpet, mopping. Not possible. Can I come in, sir?
Come in.
ریحانه. Can I have my tea, please? Yes, ma'am. ریحانه? Yes, ma'am. It is possible that you continue your education. Really? You just have to do the university exam again and change your major. That's fine. Thank you, ma'am. I'll do that. Now all I have to do is find out what the syllabus is. ریحانه? Yes, ma'am. Don't forget your office duties. Oh, of course. Of course. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, can I have the tape recorder?
Yes.
Thank you.
वो कभी नहीं करती।
Hey, I want to
कभी
be
नहीं करती है अपनी ड्यूटी।
I'm
मुझे
sick
दोनों
of
काम
this.
करना पड़ता है।
It's just not fair. It's not fair. मेरी बुराई करना बंद करो. तुम laundry करना शुरू करो. I want to invite you for my birthday party. Party? Yes. Party? I've asked Mrs. R for the tape recorder. I've also gotten permission to stay up till 12. And the most important news is I have ordered for a really big cake.
ریحانه جباری! Family get to see you!
Please come. ریحانه, I've never been to a party. Thank you. Never party.
अच्छे कपड़े पहनने पड़ते हैं पार्टी में।
हाँ, हम लोग पार्टी में थे? नहीं,
You give a gift.
What
It's
for?
very-
तो फिर कपड़े वाले में क्या देना बच्चे को?
Who's here to see ریحانه جباری?
Harry, do you think she's ready for her watering?
She's going to be fine.
She is not going to be fine. She's not ready for this date. I don't know why you asked for an earlier court
Surely
date.
she's only-
I mean, you should not ask anything about the court date. Okay, we've got special permission meetings. But everybody's trying to be happy and... Mama, yes, calm down.
ریحانه جباری!
Happy birthday, ریحانه.
Thank you all for coming. I baked you all a cake.
Oh, what a big dog. Looks lovely. Ma'am, take it from her. Oh, baby. Happy birthday, darling. Everyone's here. Everyone is here to see you. Hi. Hug. Happy birthday, sweetie. Let's make a wish. Yes. Tavallud, tavallud, tavallud bek mubarak, 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 tavallud bek mubarak. Very nice cake.
Just say it was a man. Some man. Any man. Not Sarbandi.
No! It was Sarbandi who tried to rape me and I stabbed him once!
What guarantee do you have that once she changes her statement, you will let her flee?
ریحانه, there is no guarantee. You have to stick with the truth. We are here to fight with you.
Honey, we just want you to come home.
I only love you, Rehan.
Dr. Sarbandi was a government official and so am I. Who are you, ریحانه Jabari?
ریحانه, the whole world is with you. All the human rights organizations in the world is with you. You have to stick with the statement.
Think about it, girl. You have your whole life ahead of you. How much is your truth worth?
ریحانه, we have a very good case. Stick with the truth and we're going to win it. We're going to fight and we're going to win it, ریحانه.
Premeditated murder of a government official could lead to the death sentence. Just make this one small change in your statement, ریحانه, and this case can still go your way.
No. No. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to expose the interrogators. I'm going to expose the inspectors. I'm going to tell the judge everything. I'm going to convince him.
Your Honor, let us not forget that ریحانه Jabari is a cold-blooded murderer. She seduced Dr. Sarbandi and lured him into his own apartment. It was all a trap. She knew what Bata is. She knew that Dr. Sarbandi was an intelligence officer. She might be a young girl, Your Honor, but don't let her age deceive you.
Your Honor, these are all absurd claims. We've been through all this before. All those confessions were obtained under torture. ریحانه Jabari was a young 19-year-old girl who traveled almost 100 kilometers to college every single day. Can we please get on with the facts of the case?
The facts of the case. Your Honor, while in solitary confinement, ریحانه Jabari managed to find sheets of paper to spread her inflammatory propaganda against this nation.
Your Honor, those sheets of paper were merely scraps of paper that she found in the prison yard and wrote letters to her mother with.
She seems like a very resourceful young girl. Anyway, there's a lot of mention of this Mr. Shaky in the reports. Can you throw some light on this?
Yes, sir. Shaky was an accomplice of Dr. Sarbandi. We're searching all over for him. He's a key witness for us. In fact, we believe he's the perpetrator of this crime. ریحانه Jabari confessed that she stabbed Dr. Sarbandi once, but we found the body with multiple stab wounds.
Your Honor, this Mr. Shaky is nothing but an imaginary character created to confuse the prosecution. What is he going to claim next? That a unicorn stabbed Dr. Sarbandi? We have searched the length and breadth of this country, Your Honor. There is no Mr. Shaky.
Shaky? Mr. Shaky? Mr. Shaky? Mr. Shaky?
Shaky!
No!
Shaky!
No!
Shaky!
No!
Shaky!
No!
Shaky!
No! Shaky? No! Shaky? No!
ریحانه Jabari herself couldn't identify Mr. Shaky.
ریحانه Jabari couldn't identify him because he couldn't find him. And just because you couldn't find him doesn't mean he doesn't exist.
Your Honor, this Mr. Shaky is just a figment of their imagination. Can you please move on with the case?
What figment? What else is a figment of our imagination? What about the drink? Dr. Sarbandi laced my client's drink with a sedative.
Your Honor, that was a laxative. ریحانه Jabari complained of a stomach problem. Dr. Sarbandi gave her a laxative so she could relax.
A laxative? Your Honor, the chemical compound that we found in the drink has been found in rape cases throughout the world. The prosecution is just playing games. There's a young girl's life at stake over here. Your Honor, the prosecution still hasn't acknowledged the fact that there was a condom found on the scene.
Don't use such language in my
There
court.
was a condom, Your Honor.
Your Honor, Dr. Sarbandi and ریحانه Jabari were in a temporary marriage. He bought the so they could
It's called a condom. And Dr. Sarbandi was trying to have sex with her.
Your Honor, the landlord
Your Honor,
said
I wanted you putting up. After taking cognizance of all the evidence presented to the court, I hereby deny Ms. Jabari's petition. The court has observed that the argument of sire or temporary marriage is valid according to our laws and customs. The court has further observed that the family of Dr. Sarbandi is an extremely religious one. This is, This is clear in the way that the women of the family are dressed today. respectful of custom and tradition. The rings that his son is wearing and his beard both indicate that he too is a religious man. I therefore conclude that no man from this family could have committed a crime like this. I find Miss ریحانه Jabari guilty of premeditated murder.
No!
And sentence her to death by hanging.
Please, Your Honor, this is a grave miscarriage of justice. Please reconsider.
All appeals are to be made in the Supreme Court. This court is adjourned.
I appeal!
Rejected. 2010.
I appeal!
Rejected. 2011.
I appeal!
Rejected 2012.
I appeal!
Rejected. 2013.
All these appeals are just a waste of time, Your Honor.
This court has decided to uphold the verdict of the lower court.
This court finds ریحانه Jabari guilty and sentences her to qisas-e-nafs, death by hanging.
Well, time has come for me to leave all of you.
Take back what you said about my father.
I am sorry for what your family has been through. But the truth is, your father did try to rape me. I cannot take back what I said.
And I can't pardon you. You must hang.
Cobra, breathe! Shireen, hang! Hediye, committed suicide. Tayyib, hanged. Zara,
Hanged. Backpay.
hanged. Sohelo,
Hanged.
dear Sholay, took my life. Don't you think that I should know? You know how ashamed I am to see you sad. Why didn't you take the chance for me to kiss your hand and that of Dad? The world allowed me to live for 19 years. That ominous night it was that I should have died. My body would have been thrown into some corner of the city, and a few days later the police would have taken you to a coroner's office to identify my body. And there you would have learned that I had been raped as well. The murderer would have never been found, as we do not have their wealth and their power. Then you would have continued your life suffering and ashamed, and a few years later died of this suffering, and that would have been that. However, with that cursed blow, the story changed. My body was not put aside, but into the grave of Evan prison and its solitary wards, and now in the grave-like prison of Shahariri. But give in to the fate and do not complain. You know better that death is not the end of life. You taught me that one comes to this world to gain an experience, learn a lesson, and with each birth a responsibility is put on one's shoulder. I learned that sometimes one has to fight. I remember the story you told me about Nietzsche, the philosopher, who saw the carriage man flogging his horse and tried to stop him, but instead himself was hit by the carriage man. You taught me that for creating a value, one must persevere even if one dies. You always taught me to be a lady in the face of quarrels and complaints. Do you remember how much you underlined the way I behaved? Your experience was incorrect. When this incident happened, my teachings did not help me. I was presented in court as a cold-blooded murderer and a ruthless criminal. I shed no tears. I did not beg. I did not cry my eyes out since I trusted the law. But I was charged with being indifferent in the face of a crime. You see, I didn't even kill the mosquitoes, and I threw away the cockroaches by taking them from their antenna. Now, I have become a cold-blooded murderer. My treatment of the animals was interpreted as being inclined to being a boy. The judge didn't even concern himself with the fact that at the time of the incident I had long and polished nails. How optimistic was he, who expected justice from the judges? He never saw that my hands are not coarse like those of a sportswoman, especially a boxer. In this country that you planted its love in me never wanted me, and no one supported me when under the blows of the interrogators I was crying and hearing the most vulgar tones. When I decided to shed the last sign of beauty from myself by shaving my hair, I was rewarded 11 days in solitary. Dear Sholay, do not cry for what you are hearing. On the first day in the inspector's office, when an old unmarried agent hurt me for my nails, I understood that beauty is not looked for in this era. The beauty of looks, the beauty of thoughts and wishes, a beautiful handwriting, the beauty of eyes and visions, or even the beauty of a nice voice. My dear mother, my ideology has changed and you are not responsible for it. My words are unending, so I gave them all to someone, so that when I am executed, without your presence and knowledge, it shall be given to you. I left you much handwritten material as my heritage. However, before my death, I want something from you, that you have to provide for me with all your might and in any way that you can. In fact, this is the only thing that I want from this world, this country, and you. I know you will need time for this. Therefore, I am telling you part of my will sooner. Please don't cry and listen. I want you to go to court and tell them my request. I cannot write such a letter from prison, as the head of prison will not approve it. So once again, you have to suffer because of me. But this is the only thing I ask for. Even if you have to beg for it, I will not get upset. although I've asked you many times not to beg to save me from being executed. My dear mother, kind Sholay, the one more dear to me than life, I do not want to rot under the soil. I do not want my young heart or eyes to turn to dust. Beg so that it is arranged that as soon as I am hanged, my eyes, bones, kidneys, heart, and anything that can be transplanted be taken away from me and given to someone who needs it as a gift. I don't want the recipient to know my name, buy me a bouquet, or even say a prayer for me.
I am telling you from the bottom of my heart that I do not want to have a grave for you to come there and mourn for me and suffer. I do not want you to wear black clothing. Do your best to forget my difficult days. Give me to the wind to take away. The world did not love us. It did not want my fate. And now I'm giving in to it and embracing death. But I'm no longer afraid of death, because in the other world, in the court of God, I will charge the judges, Judge Tardas and the judges of the Supreme Court, and I will charge Inspector Shamaru, who beat me when I was awake and did not stop from harassing me. In the world of the Creator, I will charge Dr. Sarbandi and the prosecutor Qasim Jabari, and all those who trampled on my rights and wronged me, and didn't pay heed to the fact that sometimes what appears as reality is not reality. Dear soft-hearted Sholay, in the other world, you and I will be the accusers, and the others the accused. I want to embrace you until I die. My dear mother, I love